they're just blind, bro. You know what I mean? So just thank you, dog. Thank you for everything you've fucking done. Thank you for everything you've put together. I've been following you for years, bro.
Uh-huh.
Years. Okay, so the fact that I could sit down and talk to you right now, bro, is beyond fucking me, dude. It's insane. You know what I mean? A lot of people do calls like this with me, so like I'm now in the fucking little seat talking to somebody.
Nah, dude, I
It's
appreciate that, bro. You got me over here blushing, man.
well, shit, you deserve it, bro. I mean, fuck, dude. I'm pretty sure that it was one hell of a ride for you too when you began, and
Yeah.
um, it's just crazy how much shit can happen in a year, bro. Like a year ago, I had nothing. I was fucking just trading demo,
Yeah, I
and
mean,
I
tell me about
so much into my life, So let me just kind of give you a little breakdown. If you're recording, bro, that'd be awesome because this is gonna be one hell of a fucking testimonial for you.
it. Yeah, I started it, so go ahead.
Okay, cool. So, flashback April 2018, about a year ago from today. I've kind of had my dips into penny stocks and stuff like that, and trade. And I remember when I first started trading, it was off of Robinhood, bro. Okay, so we
Hmm.
all know that's just a super basic app, very very slow. I didn't understand like all these different brokers that you could have, MT4 app, TradingView. This was me totally green. Okay,
Yeah.
I would say about 3 years ago, I got an email from you. It was just a basic funnel. You know what I mean? I had no idea. You've been doing this for a long time, bro. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So I had no idea what to expect. But it was an email for your Forex Factory course, bro. And I was just wondering, like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, why is everybody talking about it? Like, what's the hype on this? And I just thought I'd give it a try, bro. And the amount of content, the amount of training, the amount of just everything, bro. My eyes were going dry from watching it. I needed to take a break. I needed to take a sleep. And I remember this so clearly, bro. It was my first trading account that I had set up. I had gotten a lot of cool things operated through as far as like getting like an application and trying to really like manage my trades and document like, okay, this is the strategy I'm testing on this one, so we're gonna go ahead and try Nemo strategy with the correct structure.
Yeah.
So demo account, bro. This is before work, all right. So I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning, basically just understanding your principles, bro. And I made like $700, $800, bro. I just placed a trade at the bottom of a structure, and just like you said, bro, it's cherry pickings. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's when it all started, and that's when I really knew that what you had said, the whole corrective structure and the impulse thing is the most important thing in the game. And I
Yeah.
think a lot of traders, they don't understand what that is, and they just try to like really focus on indicators and stuff like that, and they're lost. You know what I mean? They're just losing money. When
Right.
you actually break it down to a price action point of view, when you're using candlesticks and your whole order flow fucking training that I did, it was just it made so much sense, bro. Like the fact that how a candle, when it fills, it's really telling you what a majority of the emotion is on that candlestick, right? So,
Yeah.
a wick is obviously showing exhaustion, and just these little key things, bro, like really, really stuck with me. So April, May, June comes along. June, now it's June. I'm working full time. Okay, I'm working nine to five. I've been an automotive technician. I went to school. My fucking degree's up there. It's worthless, by the way. Uh, but I worked and I traded and coming into I would say about October, or I would say September, is when I really started to like get it down, like the whole like placing. And then I didn't really understand risk management at first, right? Nobody
Yeah.
did, right?
Yeah.
So basically what I'm doing now is just 1% risk. I try not to fuck with the numbers, because if you fuck with the numbers, you're just fucking yourself, right?
Yeah.
Um, and from there on out, bro, I just traded and I started with a $1,500 real account, and I flipped it to 3 grand. It took me about a month. That's 100%. That's fucking enormous when you're talking huge amounts of capital. So I was
Exactly.
super pumped about that.
Yeah.
And then going into September and October is when I really started to help people. You know what I mean? And I started with drop shipping. When I first found out who you were, I wasn't even in the Forex space yet. I was just a drop shipper, Shopify, e-commerce, AliExpress. I did coaching, right?
Mm-hmm.
Coaching pays good. But we both know that, right? So I knew that in order for me to get better at this, I needed to start teaching it. Even if I didn't really know much, I can still hop on calls, charge somebody a nice little whatever, 20, 30 bucks, just to talk to somebody about this.
Yeah.
Now, after the months started to flow by, after the months started to go by, December came along. So this is December of 4 months ago, bro.
Yeah.
This might sound a little cheesy to everybody who's listening to this. I'm sure there will be a lot of people, but bro, I drove a Lamborghini in Las Vegas in December, and this is when I was working still. I was working still full time. I was a manager for a motorcycle dealership.
Okay.
The minute that I stepped into that car and drove down that strip, bro, it just really, I mean, materialistic shit, whatever, bro. You talk about your Maserati, how you want to sell it. I get it. It's not that important. It's just the understanding of what's really possible. And that December was my first month actually taking a withdrawal from everything I've learned. Right. It was a few grand, whatever, nothing much. So December happened. That happened. I decided to quit my full-time job. I said, you know what, I'm done. I only had a few G's. I'd say less than 10. In the count, and I just said, you know what, I might as well just do this, and if it works out, it works out, and if it doesn't, I can just always go back to being a tech. I have the degree, I have the work referrals and stuff like that. Right. So going into December, it was very, very risky for me because I didn't know whether this was going to work out or not. Within the first week, I made more than I made in 2 weeks trading. Than I normally did in my job. Then I realized that, wow, this is kind of possible. So January comes along, and this whole corrective structure, multiple hits to the top, 1, 2, 1, 2 verifies it. Then you can go in. It was a USD CAD trade, dude. It was January 3rd, and I was forecasting this since probably, I don't know, 2 months. I've been forecasting a big drop in USD CAD in January. Mm-hmm. And little known, I did it. I dropped the standard lot, and I had orders on the way down. Bro, I woke up the next day and I was like $6,000-$7,000 in profit. I just couldn't believe it, though. I just couldn't believe it. So, long story short, that was I've done a lot since then, bro. My education platform is really, really awesome. I'm doing webinars and stuff like that. I'm just trying to excel, just like how you did, and I'm really just kind of picking up where you left off when you first started, so I can get to that next level. But hands down, bro, like a lot of people ask me who is responsible for getting you to where you are, and it's the first person I mention is you, bro, because I remember that's when it all started. Yes, I've spent money on other coaches, the wrong coaches, the good coaches, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's going to do that. Everybody's going to make mistakes. Everybody's going to fall for that. But with you, bro, with you and the amount of backing that you had, I saw you talk with, was that Brian Tracy. Uh-huh. Brian Tracy, bro. I've been reading this guy's books for years, my man. For years, dude. So when I saw you were chilling with Brian Tracy, I was like, this guy's up to something. I think he had a business partner at the time. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if you still have that guy, but it was you and him just talking. I was like, wow, this is great. So I pretty much just took what you grabbed, what you had taught me, and I just fucking catapulted it, bro. And here I am. Basically full-time. There's obviously other income sources I have. We all know that, multiple sources of income is the way to financial freedom or passive income, but affiliate marketing, it all adds up. But just thank you, bro. I just can't tell you enough, bro, how much that course just changed.
That's
a lot of things, bro. And a lot of crazy things. And a lot of people, they probably will start something and not finish it. Within the first week, they get discouraged, or within the first month even, but I knew that when I decided to do this last year, that I knew that it was easily 5 years. It was going to be a 5-year thing. And a year into it, managing over $250,000 with capital with private investors, just meeting the right people, talking to the right people. I mean, dude, I'm in pajamas right here. I don't even fucking have friends, bro. All my friends are in this desktop. Like everybody I talk to is in the desktop, bro. I have super cool amount of business partners or investors that. I know a guy in SoCal. He's doing cannabis security. Uh-huh. So he reached out to me. He shot me about $25,000 and then a 10% deposit on that to trade for him. He said, "You know what, dude? I'm not even going to look at it until the end of the year." And I said, thank you, because most people that I manage for, they look at it every day. Oh, why the fuck is it down 1%? Why the fuck is it down 2%? It's like, dude, give me some time.
Yeah.
It all works out, you know? And the minute that I really started to journal, I know you're not that much of a journal guy, and it makes total sense, because even I am not that much of a journal guy. Sometimes I try not to be, but
Yeah.
I journaled for a good 3 months. And every single trade that I journaled was precise, bro. I did the 1% risk, 1% risk, 1% risk. And I saw myself taking like 5 losses in a row, and then one trade would take care of it all. I would do like 9% on a euro yen pair or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And this is all strict, basically strict risk management that you've taught, and just understanding when to trade, when not to trade. You know, usually I think you told me that the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday block is the most popular, most poppin'.
Yeah.
And I know for yourself personally, bro, you don't even look at the charts. You probably come in the charts once a week and just place your trade, and you're Gucci. And I think that's
something like that.
so many people need to really focus on, bro, because a lot of people, they overtrade. They get they want a revenge trade.
Mm-hmm.
They want to do all that. But I mean, hands down, bro, you're teaching your complete approach to this is just, it's worth more than $100 million, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
that's awesome.
The knowledge that I have obtained from you and from other people, and what you have and what you've created, there's no price on that, bro. It's priceless. it's not available. Like I said, like I've told so many people, there's good coaches and there's bad coaches, and you're just a goat, bro. You're just a goat. I've looked up to what you've like, everything about you, bro. I've been following you, dog. Trust me, dog. I know what you've been doing in Colombia. I heard your Gary V rant. I fucking agree with it 100%. You know what I mean? So I mean, just the content, bro. The content that you've listed out. You know, and it's just awesome, dude. Like, to see somebody really enjoying what trading can do, you know, and it's inspiring. And I think the highest act of man is to inspire, bro. You know what I mean? So you've inspired tons of people, including myself, and that's helped me inspire people through your chain, bro. You know what I mean? So just much respect, bro. 100%. I gotta give it up to you, dude.
Thank you.
Where you at right now? You in LA or what?
Yeah, I'm in LA. Man. You know, one question that I have for you, you know, is what would you say to the people that are kind of like just sitting on the fence, you know, like whether with Forex or whether with me, or like, what would you say to those people?
You know what? I tell the same people that are interested in myself for help as well. It's, you know what? Money comes and goes, and whether you spend the money now or whether you spend it never, it's always going to be. It will always come back. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. A lot of people, they stress on investing in themselves, and what most people do, and the most people that are stressing on investing into learning, are probably the same people that spent $30,000-$40,000 on a degree that did nothing for them. So I think, you know, to a little bit of discretion, to feel as if they need to be on the fence is there, but taking action is the number one cause. And I think that's what's helped me so much, is just, it goes back to that old German saying that's, if you just do it, you're already halfway through it. So just get it done. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
I like that, actually.
When it came down to me investing, I knew that if I did this, whether it worked out or not, I'm still going to take some type of positive for it. And yeah, dude, a lot of people are going to complain, but those people aren't made for this. You know what I mean? People who are real serious, they'll push that and they'll dive head first into it, and they'll worry about everything else later. Right. You know, so people who are scared, people who are on that fence point, just do the leap of faith, man, because I had to, and it's paid tenfold. I would say 100-fold. So 100% rock with it, dude.
That's awesome. No, that's incredible advice. I'm gonna steal that too, that German saying.
Yeah, dude, actually,
I like that a lot.
I actually heard that in the podcast. You know, they say if you complain about doing something, you might as well just jump into it, because when you realize you're already halfway done. That goes with anything. You know, doing my analysis on the Sundays. You know, I hate doing it, but if I just sit down for an hour, I'm already halfway done. You know, or training. When I train and I hit videos up, it might suck, but an hour in, I'm almost halfway done. You know, so it's just all about taking action, bro. And people who take action are the people who are really going to excel, because it comes back to trading. You know what I mean? Are you an analysis guy or are you a trader? And then sometimes I catch myself in that oh my God, I don't know what to do. Like, should I just do it or not? And it's just more of his, you know what, just having a peace of mind and saying, I'm protected with 1% risk. It'll take me 100 trades in a row to blow this account. It ain't going to happen. It'll take me 100, like 100 trades losing is like 100 trades winning. Very rare. Okay. Exactly. It's not going to happen. So it goes back to trading. Are you going to be just a guy who calls shots, or are you going to call the shot? Are you going to take that trade? You know, and that's what's helped me so much in trading is just understanding that you can't hesitate. You just got to go in. Whether you lose or you don't, it's still learning. There's no loss in this game, bro.
Yeah.
It's only learning. And when you journal and stuff like that, you realize what you've done wrong, so you're not insane, and you do it again on the next pair, right? Exactly. So, yeah, 100% take action, and you'll see your life change tenfold. 100%. I think it goes for anything, dude. You know, just taking action 100%.
No, dude, that's incredible. Well, yeah, man. I mean, I appreciate you doing this testimonial truly, because I would say, like, I haven't done one of these in a while.
No, I bet.
Yeah, like, there's been plenty of people,
I watched them all. I watched all yours, bro. I've seen all of yours. You know what I mean? So,
you know,
I just knew it was time for me.
I haven't made the time for it, honestly.
Oh,
like,
yeah, bro. I don't blame you. You're all over the world. You can't get enough black girls, bro.
Yeah, but you know, when you hit me up, I was like, let me get him on a testimonial, because he's been hitting me up with some crazy results lately. So,
bro, I've been hitting you up on the daily, bro. So I know that you're busy, bro. I can only imagine that your DM is full of hundreds of people asking you questions. So
yeah,
the fact that you're so genuine and that you reach out to these people is what's always kept me around, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can find. I mean, I'm not going to say any names, but there's plenty of organizations that are just all about the close of the deal, and then they're just like, figure it out on your own.
Yeah.
Those people are ruining in this industry, bro. Ruining it. You know what I mean? I see it all the time on Instagram and Snapchat. Look at my Gucci shoes I bought from Forex Profits. Like, bro, that's from your 9-to-5 check. You just spent all your money. Congratulations. Number 2, it's not from Forex. Number 3, you're just an idiot. It's just dumb to fucking flex that type of shit and try to push it down somebody's throat. Like, get in.
Yeah, there's a way to do things.
Yeah, 100%. And that comes down to, you know, how great of a person you are and how great your business is. And when you have the testimonials and you have the results and you have something, like I like to say, documentation always beats conversation. I can go to somebody and ask them for $1 million to trade, and I can talk about it all I want. Once I show them an Excel sheet, there's no need to talk.
Yeah.
There's no need to brag, or there's no need to boast, I like to say, you know, and yeah, basically.
No, I feel you, man. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, cool, man. You know, I appreciate you hopping on here. This is definitely like one of my more favorite interviews.
Yeah, for sure.
So I appreciate you giving some value for everybody watching, everyone that's going to see this. And then also, man, I appreciate all the love, like truly, like just, you know, recording aside, like I appreciate you following my movement so closely and, you know, supporting me, and, you know, keeping the like constant like support and like genuine mentorship alive, you know, because we need more real mentors out there. And everyone watching this, like, use Cody as an example. Actually, really quick, Cody, how old are you, man? So people.
I am 24.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, 24 years old, like you've been able to quit your job, you've been able to help other people do the same. You're managing capital now, you know, like that's the type of stuff that's really the inspiration. So
you know what, bro? It's more of as attracting it into your life. We all know the power of law of attraction. We all know that what you think of the most, you turn into or you attract. And it's more of as like, if you are beginning to trade and you feel as if that you're not getting to that point where you need to be, you have to understand that this will be a whole year before you even get to where you want to be. It can be that bad sometimes. It's not a bad thing, but it does take time, just like anything else. You know, when I went to school to become a professional technician for automotive and Ford diesel stuff, it was a 1.5-year program, man. You know what I mean? They didn't cut me loose and say, okay, you can go work on a $150,000 truck at 1 month. They said they put me through tests, you know, and they brought me to a point where it's like, okay, you can go now. You can do it on your own. And it's hard for somebody to really have that discipline to understand that, you know, the next year or two, shit is not going to go your way. You know, it's going to be 5, 10, 15 years before you even see what you want to be. You know, I can say that, and you can say that, you know, in the last year I've completely turned my life around, but I think me and you agree that me and you both are not where we want to be yet, bro.
Oh no.
You know what I
Not
mean?
even.
So it's a constant grind. You know what I mean? It's the pursuit, you know, the process, like everybody says. You gotta love the process. Well, it's the truth, dude. You have to.
Yeah.
You know, because the idea is that 10 years looking back on this phone call right now, it's gonna be something that, you know, is beautiful, you know, while we're sipping champagne on jets. You know what I mean? So
jets that we own.
You know what I mean? So it's truly an amazing experience, bro. Hands down, just overall, like the greatest starting point. And I needed that because I didn't know who to listen to. I didn't know what signal room to follow. Right? We all start like that, dude. We all start off trying to buy signals, and people don't focus on becoming the asset themselves. You know, they need to become the asset themselves. They don't need to rely on somebody to send out something, or they don't need to rely on an indicator. The candles will tell you everything you need to know, man. That's the way I see it. The candles have a language, and they tell you when they're tired. So you might as well be on the other side of that if they're tired.
Exactly.
You know, so much respect, bro. Much respect. If I could give you a Grammy, I would. But yeah, I feel like you're underrated, man. I feel like you deserve a lot more than what you have, and a lot more publicity. But I'm pretty sure you like it the way it is. So we'll keep it like that.
Everything comes in due time, you know.
Yeah.
It's good because it helps me, like without all the attention on me, it helps me to build a stronger movement. You know, with people like you, people that are like really enrooted in what we've been able to do and what we're trying to accomplish. So by the time the rest of the world sees it, it's like nobody can break the foundation, you know? So I'm making all my mistakes now. I'm learning how to be a better teacher, all that stuff, like getting that out the way instead of having to do it with the world watching, you know?
Right. I mean, how are things for you, man? I mean, what's your goals? We're going into quarter 2, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I usually take this month by month. You know, that's what I try to do. You know, you can have a bad week, but you don't have to have a bad month.
Yeah.
Your goals. Let me hear about your goals.
I mean, for quarter 2, I'm really putting on the gas. You know, I had an amazing quarter 1. You know, I think I lost like a total of like 8 trades all quarter. You know, just crushed it, dude. The market was just perfect. I'm kind of getting eaten up right now on some trades.
Yeah, it's very corrective right now, bro. Very corrective.
CAD's playing some games with me right now, but I'm expecting it to come back. But yeah, man, I mean, you know, I'm just really just putting on the gas for the movement. We're releasing a trade room, you know, which, you know, we could always talk about like having you in as a guest every now and then.
Right.
But yeah, man, you know, just really just trying to just keep the movement alive and offer more value as much as possible. So
family-wise and personal-wise, I mean, your health, bro, I've seen you gain muscle like crazy, dude.
Yeah.
I've seen you ripped, bro.
I've been hitting the gym hard, bro. I moved back to Colombia next week.
So you're gonna live there now, huh?
Yeah, for like a good 6-7 months.
What is enticing you to do that? I'm just curious.
I just feel like it. Everyone's watching this. It's so funny. But no, seriously. I mean, hey, leave it in there. Who cares?
Right.
I think personally, it's just where I'm supposed to be right now. Like when you go to Colombia, you just feel like a different energy, or at least I do. Like the atmosphere just feels so vibrant and like, you know,
I agree with you completely. 100%.
Yeah. You know, like when you're just in tune with whatever, like a person or an environment or a thing that you're doing, like I just feel in tune there. And another thing that's really important to me is becoming fluent in Spanish.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like
How good are you? Are you good?
I like as soon as I start getting really good, I leave.
Okay.
You know, the times that I've visited Colombia, like I'll start getting really good and then I have to go. So now I'm like, you know what?
Girl's 100% Latin, dude. So I had to learn that shit quick, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, si hablo todo español. I got it, bro. I can talk, dude. And
that's awesome.
I agree with you 100%. I think the Latin culture is so amazing, bro. I just got back from Rosarito for spring break. Everybody was talking about it. And I think even before then, I've been to Mexico twice this year. Mexico, Colombia, a little bit different. But I mean, overall, the culture is so beautiful, bro. When you can wake up in the morning and smell that food and just really experience things outside of the United States. You get a lot of stuff netted up in here. You know?
That's very true.
Yeah, dude, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm going to be going down there in May. I'm going to be going down to Guadalajara again for a wedding. So I might just kick it out there for a month. And then I got that big trade event coming down in June, man. This was just all a thought, dude. This was all just a thought that just happened to work itself into reality. So I got to be back for June for that trade event. I mean, this is something that I never even thought I'd ever do, bro. And I really wish you'd be in the country because I would have you speaking 100%. You know, I think the whole plan is to get 10 people out there that are really, really great people like yourself and just speak for 4 to 5 hours, discuss patterns, candlesticks, stuff like that. Not selling anybody anything, you know, not, oh my God, we're going to give you like a little bit. And then I've been to so many seminars, bro. Well, this is so funny. You know, this one guy's like, well, is everybody ready to change their life? Now stand up, right? Everybody stands up. And he goes, now go back to the room and sign up for my $3,000 course. You know what I mean? So I think with this new thing that I'm doing in June, it's really gonna have something where somebody can come and actually learn and not be sold something. And that's what Andy Frisella. I don't know if you know who Andy Frisella is.
Yeah.
He does a podcast called the MFCEO Project. It's a fucking awesome podcast. And he preaches all the time that he's so tired of people having these events where they don't even teach anything, bro. They got people coming down and they're paying for a seat, and all they get is sales pitch the whole time, you know? So that's what I wanted to do differently, and I'm excited for it, dude. I really wish you were going to attend, but you never know. I can have something like a Zoom call like this and talk to a bunch of people. You know, I can figure it out. We're in 2019 now. You know what I mean?
This, you know, I'm going to put this video testimonial up pretty quick.
Cool.
Just to throw it in towards the end here, because I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. But how can people find out more information about the event?
All right, so that's pretty easy. It's going to be www.catchpipsfx. That's with a K, KATCHPIPS, FX, coaching.com. You can also just contact me directly on Instagram or just contact yourself personally. You got a discount code, so everybody who wants to go through your movement is going to get 20% off for the seat. Like I said, it's very affordable for the average person. It's not $1,000 a seat. It's less than $100. It just pays for overall the event venue. I'm hoping to break even. So
cool.
I had to pay a lot of money to get the event going, so I'm hoping that we can just break even and teach people, which is more important than anything. But meetup.com, it's on there. It's on Facebook. It's on Instagram. And I guess you can send out, a link for yourself personally. But it's going to be big. It's going to be huge, man. I'm going to make sure of it.
Okay. Cool, man. Well, yeah, I definitely appreciate you, Cody, like hopping on this stream. I'm going to go ahead and end the testimonial. But did you have any like last minute things that you want to throw in there, or are you pretty much good?
Buy the Forex Factory course.
I agree.
Yeah, buy it, dude. I mean, the chances are, what's most likely to happen is if you don't and you have the money available, you're going to give all that money back to the market.
Yeah.
And you could have just invested into somebody and traded demo and been humble about it and said, you know what? I need to learn before I earn, just like I did. I'm going to spend the money I have, invest into a course that will get me to that next level. And then when I feel confident enough to go live and I've worked out all my emotions and I know what to expect, then it's time to earn. Because everybody comes into this game, bro, and they want to earn right now, and that's not how it works. You got to learn the market. You have to experience enough. You got to be in the market enough to see the cycles, you know? And a lot of people, they don't get that. They want that fast money, bro, and that fast money is no money. Trust me, I've done it. I've blown accounts, been so desperate, you know? You're so desperate. You're trying to make money. You don't got a job. I understand it, but you really gotta focus on learning. So buy the Forex Factory course, 100%. It's what I did. It changed everything for me, dude. That's where it all starts back to. That's why we're having this conversation right now. So.
Cool.
You know what I mean?
I agree. I totally agree.
I know.
Get the course.
It's well worth the money, and I honestly think it's underpriced. You can't put a price on that, man. Not absolutely not. With all those hours of training video, and you even do like live trading too, and that's where I learned the most, was actually seeing your thought process on a live chart, on a live candle close, and that's,
we get a lot of feedback about that,
bro. Like that was like the game changer for me. I was like, wow, this is what he's thinking. He's thinking that there was a huge doji candle at the bottom of structure there. It's showing that the bears are exhausted, sellers are exhausted, and you're on a good 1 hour close, 4 hour close right there. That's profusable amount of data to tell you that price is headed for the reversal. And those are just things that I've learned from you, bro. So
cool,
just things that you passed on, man.
Awesome. Well, yeah, man. Once again, I appreciate you hopping on here. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream, and let's go from there.